On brunch for mom, all in the Kroger app.
Get pints of juicy blueberries for $1.99 each with a digital coupon. Then buy 2, get 2 free on 6 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up with your card.
Shop these deals at your local Kroger, less than 5 miles away. Or tap the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
New customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code JOEQ, J-O-E-Q, to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Joe Fortenbaugh, frenemy of unsportsmanlike.
I don't care much for that. I'm going to be very clear. I don't care much for that.
Okay, noted.
Joe Fortenbaugh.
You guys winning that quarter hour, huge job, well done all the way. I'm proud of you guys.
Just making things happen.
Right there. Let's drill down on that.
On unsportsmanlike.
Joe Fortenbaugh, brought to us by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today at 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. You hear him each and every weekday, noon until 3 Eastern with Q Myers. See him on ESPN Bet. First Take, Get Up. And he joins us each and every week, multiple times every single week, here on Unsportsmanlike, along with Michelle Smallman, Evan Cohen. CC back with us tomorrow. Joe, on Fridays, Michelle Smallman reviews a wrestling match. She has never watched wrestling before, one match last week. And every Tuesday or Wednesday or so, we try to settle on what her next match is. We have not done that. You are a lifelong wrestling fan. Would you have a suggestion for us, Joe?
Yes, I would. But I think so far, you guys have nailed it. I don't think you need any outside help. I think Pat's had some good suggestions. You got a real good team in place. Pat and I were actually talking about this outside of the studio, off air, the last time this was discussed. We don't want too much current, newer wrestling to invade Smalls' cerebral cortex before she's able to fully appreciate some of the old stuff, right? Because the old stuff didn't have the theatrics. It didn't have the television production level. The entrances were different. So we don't want to give her, and I pitched this one before, but at WrestleMania 3, Macho Man, Ricky Steamboat, I think that's a great match. The interference, everything that's involved in that, the Intercontinental Championships on the line, 2 legendary historic wrestlers, classic heel, classic villain. She gets to see Macho Man in one of his 2 roles. I don't want her to go to that and say, wow, this is so different than, say, watching the Hardy Boys flying off ladders across the ring. So just make sure we're mixing some of the old school with the new school so Smalls has an appreciation of how it all started and how it evolved to what it is.
Yeah. And we're on
The zigzag. I love it.
WrestleMania 3 has been a big theme. Peter Rosenberg said from ESPN New York, he said Hogan, Andre. I said Hogan, Andre. CC said Hogan, Andre. Joe says Savage, Steamboat. I think it has to be WrestleMania 3. I think we should put that out on Sports ESPN for people to vote on which WrestleMania 3 match is next. I think Joe's right. It's one of the 2.
Okay.
Are we good on that?
They're going to go, the vote is going to go Hogan, Andre. Let's be clear about that. And if you go with Hogan, Andre, you're not making a mistake, Smalls. It's a historic match. It paved the way for a lot of what was to come in the sport, both short-term and long-term. I just like pitching Macho Man Steamboat because from a technical standpoint, the wrestling's a lot better. You have the outside interference. George the Animal Steel gets involved. I think the sequence that ends the match is fantastic as well, but you can't go wrong either way.
Joe, well said. Absolutely agree. Let's talk the big...
Thanks for having me, guys. I'll catch you on Friday. It's been great.
I'm fine with that if you actually want to hang up. No, I'm just, I'm not kidding that I would be fine with that. I don't think you would be. You would hang up. Dallas Cowboys win total, I believe, is somewhere around 7.5. I don't know if it's changed since this George Pickens trade. I'm curious from your perspective. 2 things. One, have the Cowboys had a good offseason, and would you take over or under on the Cowboys win total right now?
Good question. All right, so you look at what Dallas did last year, and it wasn't a great season, obviously, but they didn't have Prescott for a lot of it. And as much as we can get on Prescott's case about his place in history and where he ranks in the NFC, he's a good regular season quarterback. Like, win totals have nothing to do with the playoffs. It has nothing to do with whether or not Lamar Jackson can win a big game. This is about navigating a 17-game, 18-week regular season, and Prescott can do that. He is good enough to win a bunch of games. But the move from McCarthy to Schottenheimer is one that gives me a lot of pause. I don't know what to make of that hire. I'm certainly not over the moon for it. I don't think they got better at head coach, but did they take a huge step back? Now you make a move at wide receiver. Yes, that was a position of need. Yes, that is important to put him alongside CeeDee Lamb. Yes, that helps the offense. There's a lot there to like, but there are still holes on the defense. There are problems with the schedule. The division's tough. Philadelphia is going to be good. They might not be as good as last year, but they're going to be good. Washington's going to be good. I don't know if they win as many games as last year, but they will be formidable. And the Giants are going to be better than they were last season. So you're not going to have any real cakewalks in the division. And when you step outside, you've got some big matches there as well. Initial gut says go over 7.5, but I have not bet it yet. I want to be clear on that.
Joe, we've had a very entertaining NBA playoffs up until this point. We've had underdogs winning lower seeds. We've had home teams losing. How has what we've seen so far, the surprising element of it, from a macro perspective, influence what we're going to do from a wagering perspective moving forward?
Well, I'm not happy about the start of this second round, Smalls. I'm going to be completely honest about that, because one of the all-time trends that guys like me lean on are these teams that come off these Game 7 wins, and then they're supposed to get blown out in Game 1. Yep. That's what history has told us. If you go back to like 2004, teams with a 7-day rest advantage are 8-0 straight up, 8-0 against the spread, winning by 17 points per game. You know, that was supposed to work in the OKC-Denver game, and it didn't. And then last night I'm on Minnesota, and Golden State loses Steph Curry in the first half, and they still beat the Timberwolves. And I'm looking at this Wolves team, and I'm thinking, you know what? You got a couple layups here in the opening round, as well as the second round. You shouldn't be playing with your food like this. Shooting, 22% from three-point range. We saw that in Game 2 against the Lakers. So personally, I'm not overly thrilled. Now, as a fan, not being a gambler, just as a fan, this has been awesome theater. Like what happened last night with Indiana was fantastic, and I'm glad it happened. Not only because I bet Indiana, but I want to, anytime you've got a coach or an organization playing games with the injury report, I love it when it blows up in their face. I just love it when that team goes down in flames like Cleveland did last night. You're jerking around all day with whether or not the three guys are going to play. You knew damn well whether or not Garland was going to be good to go. But it's gamesmanship. Good. I'm glad it blew up in your face. I'm glad it didn't work out. And credit to Indiana. I got blown up on Old Takes Exposed last night because I think it was in the third quarter. I'm looking at this game and I'm thinking to myself, you got to be kidding me. This is a golden opportunity to seize this series, and you're going to pee down your leg in Game 2 because you just don't have the hustle to beat a team that's missing three key guys, and lo and behold, they come back to win. So I'm getting roasted on that, but good for Indiana. We talked about it last week. I said they were going to be dangerous in the series, and they've been very dangerous through 2 games.
Joe is a pro. He made that whole answer all about himself, not his first day on the job. Joe Fortenbaugh, brought to us by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Joe and Q, weekdays noon until 3 Eastern time here on ESPN Radio. Joe, you said what you just said. Obviously, now you handicap the rest of it. So, value play. Is there a value play in your mind to actually betting ESPN Bet on the Cavs to win this series?
Okay. This is a good question, because normally this is where you want to buy low. Right? Like the thought process today is that Indiana is going to just handle business and Cleveland's going down in flames. The prices have flipped. You start to look at Cleveland and you say to yourself, this is where we get a good opportunity. But again, too many question marks with the injuries. Like the Garland thing is alarming to me because he missed the final 2 games of the Miami series. Then he got a week off. Then he missed Game 1. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. It came as like a huge surprise to everyone. It's a toe injury. We just assumed he'd be back. He misses Game 1. Now they're in an 0-1 hole, and he misses Game 2 at home. So that, to me, says maybe he's done for the playoffs. This isn't reporting. I'm just saying I think at the beginning this was viewed as something that wasn't a big deal, and it is a much bigger deal. Mobley coming back, I mean, he's not going to be 100%. He's a defensive player of the year. He's got an ankle injury. So, no, I would not be looking to buy on Cleveland. I'm just staying away. My pre-flop bets are where we go. I would buy on Minnesota right now, especially with Steph now battling the thumb and the hamstring. Minnesota was around minus 190 for the series. Now it's minus 150. I would get involved there. I think you could still lay the 1.5 with Boston to win the series 4-2 or better. the Knicks got very lucky in game one. People are very upset that I say that, but they got very lucky. The Celtics played 88 games so far this season, 88. That game, in terms of three-point shooting, ranked 84th. All right? That's not happening again. The Celtics probably annihilate them tonight, but I got a good one for you. If you guys want a really good angle, here's one for you. It's a second quarter bet in the OKC-Denver game. We're laying 3 points with Oklahoma City in the second quarter over Denver. So those are the only 12 minutes that matter. The reason we're making the bet, Denver plays Nikola Jokic the opening 12 minutes of the game. He plays the entire first quarter. Through 8 playoff games, he's played the full 12 minutes 7 times, and then he played like 11 minutes and 51 seconds in game 1 against the Clippers. But he sits to start the second quarter. He'll play anywhere between 7 and 8.5 minutes. That's the time where you take advantage of Denver. Denver also, by the way, the least profitable second quarter team against the spread in the entire NBA. Meanwhile, guess who's number 1 in second quarter point differential? Oklahoma City. At home, revenge on their mind. That's the best bet for tonight. Second quarter, Thunder -3.
That's damn good. That is really good.
Yeah. It
Well
is
done.
good. And I'm going to tell you what else is good.
Yeah.
You're a little bit late today getting to break. So the segment starts late. And I got therapy right after this. And it's never good when I go rolling into my therapist, red hot, coming off takes from a radio hit. So this woman has no idea what's coming because I'm just going to be unloading the clip in the opening 4 minutes.
Will our names be mentioned?
No, I got bigger problems than the morning show. I'll tell you that much. Like by the time, like it's basically Vince Vaughn in Wedding Crashers. Look, we can forget about Mom for a while. We got a whole new bag of issues.
I still will never understand why they didn't come up with Funeral Crashers. They set it up at the end. It was there for the taking. I actually interviewed Vince Vaughn once. He said they had thought about it. I did. Why not do that?
They actually thought about it?
Yeah.
That would have been great.
They set it up at the end. They literally crash a funeral. I thought that was the obvious setup for the sequel. Talk to the therapist about that. I need to talk to the therapist. I'm still bothered by the fact that there is no Funeral Crashers. Joe Fortenbaugh.
There's no therapist that's going to be interested in making money sitting down for 55 minutes to hear you talk about why Wedding Crashers didn't get a Funeral Crashers sequel. I'm sorry, that person doesn't exist.
They quit therapy. Like, I need a therapist because of you, sir. Joe Fortenbaugh, weekdays, noon until 3 Eastern Time. Joe NQ, ESPN Bet. Thank you as always, Joe.
Your pleasure as always.
It's definitely not. Here's Smalls with more from Vivid Seats.
Are you ready for the NFL season or what? I'm sure Dallas Cowboys fans are now that George Pickens is there. Well, the schedule release is coming. Let's go. You know we've got your insider info. We know the best place to get your tickets this year. It's our friends at Vivid Seats. They're seriously legit, and you earn rewards on every purchase. That's basically free football games. When that schedule hits, don't wait around. For the best selection and all the great deals, head to vividseats.com or download the app and lock in your game days now.
The NBA playoffs on ESPN Radio.
Brunson steps right for 3. Rattle it home.
A play-in tournament.
It really just felt like we had a second chance.
Until a champion is crowned at the NBA Finals.
You don't think we are headed for an amazing spring. I can't help you.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. Anything can happen.
On ESPN Radio and on ESPN.
You'd never run a car in your living room, right? So it only makes sense that you'd never run a portable generator inside your house either. Like cars, portable generators give off carbon monoxide, a poisonous, odorless, colorless, deadly gas. So never ever run a portable generator indoors or even in any partially enclosed space, including basements, crawl spaces, garages, or outside a window, even if you use fans or open doors and windows. And keep your car out of the living room. A safety message from the Portable Generator Manufacturers Association and its members.
Hey, Cordell Transportation is now hiring experienced Class A CDL drivers, excellent pay, benefits, and a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Apply right now, online at CordellTransportation.com. Do it right now. Driven to succeed.
For 75 years, Sears Heating and Cooling has been Central Ohio's partner in comfort. That means we guide you, not pressure you, when it comes to AC repair versus replacement. Some companies push full system replacements just to boost profits or hit manufacturer quotas. Others rely on scare tactics, making you think your unit is beyond repair when a simple fix could keep it running for years. At Sears Heating and Cooling, we believe in fixing what's fixable, saving you money and keeping your home comfortable. No high-pressure sales, no gimmicks, just honest service and real solutions. That's why we offer free second opinions, so you can be sure you're getting the right recommendation, not just the most expensive one. For service you can trust and comfort you can count on, call Sears Heating and Cooling today or visit SearsHeatingCooling.com, because trust and comfort should always go hand in hand. SearsHeatingCooling.com. Proudly serving Central Ohio for 75 years.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all of our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years, guaranteed, on My Plan and My Home. That's future you peace of mind. And everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because of Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit the Liberty Way Verizon store at 7606 Trailside Drive today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
Some things you just have to experience live. Like spring meet at Churchill Downs, where amazing moments come a half mile a minute. Experience Downs After Dark, where night comes to life on May 17th and June 21st. Twilight Thursdays, where happy hour rides into the sunset through June 26th. And Family Adventure Day, where memories stack up on June 8th. This spring meet, the race exhilarates. So live in the moment and get your tickets today at ChurchillDowns.com.
This Mother's Day, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken wants to help you plan the best Mother's Day ever with their Mother's Day Chicken Rescue. Created because most folks take mom out for one meal but forget about the rest. Lee's Mother's Day Chicken Rescue is here to save the day. All you have to do is text MOM to 1-833-468-1835 and boom, you'll get 4 times the points on your Mother's Day order and a tasty meal for the whole family. Happy Mother's Day from Lee's.
This is Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike is brought to you by the Capital One Saver Card. Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, and at grocery stores. Are you going out or are you staying in? Either way, you're going to earn cash back with Saver. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
If you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot today, including George Pickens getting traded. Pick swap, third-round pick, future third-round pick from Pittsburgh to Dallas. Steph Curry, hamstring injury in a win, played 13 minutes, 13 points, 11-point win on the road at Minnesota. He is unlikely to play in Game 2 for the Warriors. They're up 1-0 in the series. But the game of the night last night, certainly the Pacers beating the Cavs 120-119. Indiana's won 6 of 7 games in the playoffs. Garland, Hunter, Mobley did not play, but the story of this game, Smalls, Cavs were up 119-112 with 57.1 to go and lost the game. Donovan Mitchell had 48 points. Max Strus had a terrible turnover late. There was an offensive foul. There was not rebounding on the Halliburton free throw, and then him getting it back and drilling a three, to which Donovan Mitchell, to his credit, earlier in the game, is trying to shut down the Cavs fans. They were up big, screaming overrated yesterday in that game. Should not have done that.
Should not have done that.
Because he drills a three in Ty Jerome's face to win the game. Unbelievable comeback victory for the Indiana Pacers, who were down 7. This is the second time they've won being down 7 or more in the final minute of the game, and this has only happened 3 times in the history of the sport. They had 8 points in the final 50 seconds, 0 field goal attempts for the Cavs, and 2 turnovers in the final 50 seconds, and no points. All-time crazy win for the Indiana Pacers last night, and they're up 2-0 on the road for both of those first games.
Yikes.
Cleveland! This is for you!
We just have to let them know, Evan. And I think a theme is developing today around this victory for the Indiana Pacers against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So people who hang out with us every single day, and we thank you for hanging out with us. We love having you part of our Unsportsmanlike family. Know that for the past several days, I have endured a tsunami of abuse from my teammates here. There it is again. There it is again. Right on cue, Pat Costello. My St. Louis Blues lost Game 7 versus the Winnipeg Jets on Sunday in heartbreaking fashion. They were up 2-0 in the first period. Me. Pat Costello, who hit Gloria right there, certainly did. Evan, you were all over it, and I understand why. Hurt people. Your Heat didn't show up. They were embarrassing. Their bags were packed, so your season's over. So you wanted to hurt me in return. But the number one offender was one Rob Lorenzo. our social and digital guru here at Unsportsmanlike. You can see it all over our socials. For the past couple days, Rob has been cooking, just churning out anti-Blues content in my face. And then what happened last night? Just like the Cavs fans were on their high horse chanting overrated at Tyrese Halliburton, and he says overrate that as he has the daggers to end that game last night, Rob Lorenzo was sitting pretty with his white wig on, coming at me as a St. Louis Blues fan, judging the fact that we had an epic collapse. And what happens to his Cleveland Cavaliers? The same exact thing. All I'm saying is karma never misses. That's all I'm going to say this morning as I let him know.
Cleveland! This is for you!
And I hate to do this because I love Cleveland. We know I love a Midwest team. I love Donovan Mitchell. You have said all postseason long, if you don't have a dog in this fight, cheer for the Cavs. They're a likable team. They've been incredible all season long. I don't want this for them. But Rob brought it out of me. He brought out this vindictive, revenge-seeking side of me. So we just have to let him know this morning. Let him know in Cleveland what's been happening. Evan, your thoughts?
Smalls has a blue shirt on and yellow pants today.
I do. For those who are watching on TV, it's a bright blue shirt and yellow pants.
Reminds me of the colors of the Indiana Pacers.
Oh. That too. And the St. Louis Blues. Wouldn't you know it? Same colorway.
So you are going all in. Anti-Cavs, pro-Pacers, anti-Rob. Where is your stance here? Is it done? Are the Cavs dead? Are we all of a sudden going to play a little Bloody Valentine from MGK?
Great song.
Are we going to, are they going to get to the first of the month on June 1st here and we play a little Bone Thugs? Or are they not even going to get there?
I'm not willing to say it's over because the Cavs have been a very complete and productive team the entirety of the season. But this is a brutal, brutal hole for them to climb out of. You lose 2 games in that fashion at home, and now you're at this deficit. Oh, and by the way, you were banged up last night. We haven't even gotten into that because I've been on my my revenge tour here this morning. But yeah, if you're a Cavs fan, I'm sure you're very nervous about the complexion of this series right now. But I'm not going to count them out just yet, Evan. I'm not comfortable saying that it's over.
Let's be honest, though. If they do lose this series, it's a colossal failure for the Cavs.
Absolutely.
Also,
no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Smalls, if you're a Heat fan and you got embarrassed by this Cavs team, you can't feel great about this, right?
Great point.
You know what I feel? You know what I feel great? Okay, I wasn't going to go here, but here we go.
Wow, so the Heat, that's right. Like, you get embarrassed by this Cavs team, and then the Pacers defeat them. That's double embarrassing.
You can't compete with anyone.
Let me explain something to you.
Right.
No,
yeah,
all
especially after the Pacers. What happened?
I'm going to start speaking Hebrew to all of you.
What happened with LeBron and the Pacers? Remember that?
This proves how difficult it is to get to the finals. And the Heat did it twice in the last 5 years with Jimmy Butler. So all the Cavs fans, okay? All of the Minnesota, Oklahoma City that want to tell everybody how good they are, guess what? My team, the culture, Jimmy Butler then, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra. It is really hard to get to the NBA Finals. And my team, not even in their best years, got there twice.
And then what happened?
You can say it louder. That doesn't make it right.
Also, is Pat ever going to talk about how bad this season was, or is he just going to hope it goes away?
Yeah, I mean, we're living in the past here. What's going on?
We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance. Evan Cohen here. Picking a place to build a life is a lot like selecting a draft pick. Make a decision that will set you up for long-term success. Pick Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, you'll find dynamic career opportunities, beautiful seasons, affordable living, and legendary weekends. From its high quality of life and great schools to its fine arts, culinary, and pro sports scenes, Wisconsin gives you so much to look forward to. That's why you should pick Wisconsin. Learn more about making Wisconsin your home. Visit pickwisconsin.com.
The playoffs are in full swing, and you can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Scott Damaro.
Every student deserves a great public education, and Ohio's dedicated public school educators make that possible. This Teacher Appreciation Week, let us know about a great teacher making a big difference in your child's life, and they could win a big prize. Submit your nomination at ohea.org/thankateacher.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Hi, this is Michael, your service manager at Dave Arbogast Buick GMC in Troy, Ohio. I am inviting you to give us an opportunity to earn your business. We have expanded our hours to better meet your needs. We are now open until 6 p.m. during the week and 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. on Saturdays. We service all makes and models. We offer convenient shuttle service as well as pickup and delivery. Please visit us on the web at arbogastbuickgmc.com or in person. Exit 69 on I-75. Look for the giant American flag. I hope to see you soon.
Save big on brunch for mom.
All in the Kroger app.
Get pints of juicy blueberries for $1.99 each with a digital coupon. Then buy 2, get 2 free on 6 packs of delicious Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up with your card.
Shop these deals at your local Kroger, less than 5 miles away. Or tap the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all of our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years, guaranteed, on My Plan and My Home. That's future you peace of mind. And everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because of Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit the Liberty Way Verizon store at 7606 Trailside Drive today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
All right, fellas, remember when your energy was through the roof and your sex drive could chase down a cheetah? Yeah, let's bring that guy back. Live Good Vitality is packed with clean, natural ingredients to help boost testosterone, energy, and, well, bedroom enthusiasm. Get the best men's hormone support and all of your highest quality supplements without the crazy markups at livegood.com. Live Good Vitality. Feel good, play hard, and, score often.
Coming to you live from the Superbook Sports Studios in Kettering. You're listening to Dayton's ESPN Radio, 1410 Wing AM.
More. Then light up your outdoor space with Hampton-based string lights. Was $34.97, now only $19.99. And get the grill going with 2 16-pound bags of Kingsford charcoal. Was $19.98, now only $17.88. Don't miss spring deals under $20 now through May 7th at the Home Depot. Subject to availability, valid on select items only.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
And the New York Knicks stun the Celtics. 108-105 the final. The Knicks saved their biggest comeback of the season for the biggest win of the year.
Told each other just keep believing, just keep fighting, sticking together, and keep chipping away, possession by possession. And then just find a way to keep getting stops and making plays on offensive wins as well. That was a great team win. We started well, then we fell into a hole, and then we fought our way out, and then we made tough plays down the stretch. Man, I think that's huge for us.
I used to love this song growing up.
I'm still growing up then. How can you not love this song?
I'm just saying, like, Mia, a little girl, would sing that song
Minnie
all the time.
Smalls?
Minnie Smalls, yeah.
Are you lying again, Michelle?
No, this is my PETA era. By the way, my dad did check in.
Wait, hold on. You just 1 second.
Okay.
Can you give me a second? Unsportsmanlike is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive is here for all of life's needs with protection for your home, auto, business, and more. From timely repairs to customizable coverages and payment options, they make it easy. See if you can save at Progressive.com. She's Michelle Smallman. I'm Evan Cohen. Chris Canty back with us tomorrow. If you missed any of our show, this has been wild, and we're not even close to being done. We got Who Said It in 15 minutes, our game that's sweeping the nation. We have Christopher Mad Dog Russo joining us in a half hour, allegedly.
He'll be here.
I say allegedly because I talked to him, or I set it up yesterday, but does he remember, or he would say remember with an N today?
Remember?
Yeah, he doesn't. It's not remember, it's remember.
Remember?
Yeah. Will he remember, and am I going to go walk and get him?
You're going to have to walk and get him for sure.
Okay.
It's okay, I can filibuster till you get him. I'll just talk about letting him know.
So, we have a lot going on here. You said you loved this song, Man in the Mirror, as a kid. We learned today you just blatantly lied to us. while Gary V was sitting here in the 7 a.m. Eastern
Unintentionally
hour.
lied.
Go back on the
Unintentionally
podcast.
lied.
You literally said, are you willing to reveal the year that you're born? How about this? After this,
I don't care.
after Marino went to the Super Bowl, she was born.
Yes.
Okay? She said, I remember vividly.
No, I said I remember as a kid crying
hysterically
Yeah.
at Dan Marino losing the Super Bowl. Quick math tells us she wasn't alive for that.
Yes, I misspoke. It was not the Super Bowl.
That's kind of something you remember, Smalls.
But I was very young, Evan, very, very young. But Gary V was talking about his trading cards that he gifted us with today that are very, very cool. Everyone should go check those out. But how that's something that parents can experience with their children.
That's not what he was saying. Do you remember what the setup?
Can I explain?
Okay, go ahead.
Can I explain?
She's trying to get out of her lie. Go ahead.
No, I'm not. And then we were talking about how sports is also that connective tissue between parents and children. And I said, I am sitting in this chair because I love sports, because I love my dad. And my dad loved the Dolphins. He loves Dan Marino. And I said, I remember vividly being hysterically crying and upset that the Dolphins lost what I thought in my mind was the Super Bowl. But then he was like, you weren't alive then. And I said, oh, you're right. I wasn't alive then. So my dad checked in, and it was the 1994 AFC Divisional Playoff. The Chargers beat the Dolphins 22-21. That was when I was devastated. It was not the Super Bowl. So I misspoke.
Still not what he was talking about.
Go ahead.
What he was saying, because it was wild, he said he was so heartbroken by Mike Tyson losing to Buster Douglas, he didn't go to school on that Monday. That fight was on Saturday. And then you said, that's like me with Marino losing the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But you weren't alive.
Yeah, and that conversation happened just before he was talking about how overrated Bill Belichick is as a head coach, and how
this is you today.
Tom Brady really is the only reason why the Patriots had all that success, and that when Bill Belichick struggles at UNC, he's going to take great joy in it. Obviously, Gary V, as a Jets fan, did not appreciate Bill Belichick and the Patriots being so dominant for so long. And then we posed the question to you as a Belichick truther, if in fact he doesn't have success at UNC, are you going to be able to admit it and talk about it?
How did I answer that? By telling you that George Pickens got traded to the Cowboys today, now official by way of the Dallas Cowboys. Smalls is on a takedown day today. She is taking down everyone and everything that has been in her sports way over the last couple of weeks. She's doing a hell of a job of it, and got to be honest, none of us have a leg to stand on today.
It's Revenge Tour Wednesday. Watch out, everybody.
I mean, brutal for the rest of us. She has taken down our very own Rob Lorenzo, who is our social and digital guy, who's a huge Cavs fan, after they blow a horrible game last night, up 7 with 57 seconds left in the game, and they lost in regulation.
I can't believe they lost that game.
The Bucks-Pacers game 5 went to overtime, right? If I'm not mistaken? No, Pat, it went to overtime, correct?
That game that they came back and Tyrese won it for him. Yeah,
they needed overtime to do it. They didn't need overtime to do it last night, Small. It's wild that happened. Steph Curry gets hurt last night. They still win the game, which sets us up for tonight. Or anything else in terms of Revenge Tour Wednesday. You've taken me down a lot.
Yeah, I have. And so did Gary V.
Yeah. Would you like to take Pat down for questioning your love for the song Man in the Mirror? He questioned whether or not you were lying.
No.
He's not worth it.
Listen, Pat revealed today that he's going to have to shave his head on national radio and TV, so I think...
He's not worth a takedown?
No, I think Pat's dealing with his own demons today.
Smalls, will I catch any strays if the Knicks lose tonight? Which, by the way, they are bigger underdogs tonight than they were going into game 1.
Here we go.
So
they've already won. I'm gonna keep defending the Knicks. It doesn't matter what happens tonight.
I'm just trying to make sure I avoid the Smalls coming after me.
No. I think that you're safe. You're safe because you weren't trolling me as hard as the rest of this troll tribe here. You didn't stop it from happening.
It's not that subliminal, Small.
Blue and yellow.
We see it. We see it. Tonight, Knicks, Celtics, Thunder, Nuggets. Thunder Nuggets on ESPN Radio. We'll have the game 9 p.m. Eastern time. You heard the highlights coming back. ESPN New York, 8:80 a.m. Of course, you hear us on 1050, Knicks Radio Network. Who's got the most pressure to win a game tonight?
Doesn't it have to be OKC?
Because?
Well, you're at home tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Series swings back to Denver after this. The best player in the world on the floor. If you go down 0-2 and then you have to go back there, I don't like your chances. And we always talk about how amazing Oklahoma City has been this season. They're a complete team. They've been dominant. Shea, MVP. However, CeCe says, I can't go there with them just yet because I haven't seen it. And so much of what we do when we prognosticate the NBA and teams' chances to win in the playoffs is default to muscle memory based on what we have seen from their biggest stars. Well, we've seen Jokic do this. We've seen him win a title. We've seen him completely dominate and influence the outcome of individual games and of series as a whole. If I'm OKC, I desperately need to win this game tonight.
I'm standing up, and I want to give you a fist bump right now. All right? Here's why I want to give you a fist bump. I just reached across. We did what we said, or you just did what you said, and I said people don't do, is default to, he's awesome. And we for some reason, have not done that. Because it would be very easy for you to say, well, the defending champs can't go down 2-0 to the Knicks, going back to the Garden, the place is going to be rocking in Game 3. Yeah. You could say, oh, Denver got one. If you let Oklahoma City even it up, they're going to win one in Denver, and then you're back to them having home court. No, what you said is the best player playing in the postseason is alive and well, and he's playing in Denver. You can't go down 0-2 to them because I don't care how many games you won in the regular season. I don't care if you have the singular season MVP in Shea, which is amazing. You can't go down 0-2 to that guy. And you just treated him how he should be treated. As if he's LeBron, as if he's Steph, as if he is
the best player in the world.
As if he's the best player in the world, which for whatever reason, we just ignore. And never in a million years, like I was looking at, to get back to your Cavs hate, I was looking back to a stat of teams with the best records in NBA history up 2-0 in the series. They were the Cavs and the Heat. Wonder why that is. Wonder what those two have in common, or who those two have in common, right?
There's a trend there.
The number of series that man has played over the amount of years he's played basketball and the number of times he's been up, he being LeBron James, up 2-0. Well, guess what? Jokic up 2-0 is a problem. And good for you for actually pointing that out, because the ridiculousness that we have all been a part of, you and I included, of not defaulting to his greatness is negligent. And that comment was not negligent.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Well, do you have a different answer? Or do you think it's OKC as well?
No, okay, here's what's interesting. I think it's OKC. I think the Celtics could fall down 0-2 and still win the series. And I think if the Celtics fall down 0-2 and win the series, I'm still right, which I don't normally care about being right or wrong. I care about just having a take on it. I thought the Knicks would be competitive when others would not.
Yes, you did.
Right? They're not. And also, on the side note on the Knicks, if I'm the Knicks, this whole concept of Celtics should have taken more twos, they should have driven to the lane. Good. If they want to act that way, if I'm the Knicks, I'm running the Celtics off the three-point line tonight because I'm not anticipating that they're going to miss 45 shots from behind the arc.
No.
I'm anticipating they're going to be good tonight.
Correct.
Right? So I actually want to run them off the line. The Knicks lose tonight, okay, I'm going to get back to that. But I agree with you. It's absolutely the Thunder with the most pressure on them tonight because they're the ones that could look across and say, we don't have someone better than him. Jalen Brunson's awesome. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, even banged up, have every right to look at Jalen Brunson and say, yeah, you're great. We're greater, right?
Polish their rings while they say that.
Yeah, ring. But here's
both of them, two people. Rings, plural.
Yeah.
Singular ring for both of them, two people, plural.
We have an English teacher now, all of a sudden.
Well, you're the one that corrected me first. I had to correct the correction. That's all. Keep going, Evan. Your point?
That was a deep down, they couldn't get another one because the Heat got in their way comment.
And where are they right now?
What?
Where's the Miami Heat right now?
I don't know. I haven't talked to them. Anyway, so Brian Windhorst has said that he thinks tonight is a must-win for the Knicks, which I think is an interesting spin.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to actually try to beat the champs, you have to do it in like a quirky sort of way, and winning two in a row on the road to start a series is like, wait, what? How'd they do that? Because if I told you, even though you thought the Celtics were going to win the series, Knicks got it to 6 games and lost, they won 2. You're like, all right, yeah, they steal game 1, they win game 4 at home to tie it at 2 apiece, Celtics win out. All right, I can believe that. 0-2? No way. No way. Now the whole mindset shifts. I think that's an interesting one, that maybe it's on the Knicks to actually have the most, or maybe the Knicks have the most pressure tonight.
That is interesting because I think most of us defaulted to which team that lost needs to come back.
Right. And Brian's saying the opposite.
Yeah, I like that thought from Wendy.
All right, coming up. We're a man down.
Oh, boy.
We have Who Said It. It's a game where we, at the Seaport, go up against Vegas East, head-to-head. They play us sound bites. We have to identify who's speaking in the sound bites. We need you today in a big way. You got to dominate.
Okay, I'll try.
You've been on your revenge tour.
I'll give you my best.
You said you have no revenge for Nuno. Who Said It is where your revenge comes in. He always questions your ability during Who Said It, does he not?
And sometimes he has shenanigans afoot.
Next on Sportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance.
The NBA playoffs on ESPN Radio.
Tatum finds a 3, knocks down another one.
From a play-in tournament,
It really just felt like we had a second chance.
until a champion is crowned at the NBA Finals.
If you don't think we are headed for an amazing spring, I can't help you.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. Anything can happen.
On ESPN Radio and on ESPN.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
ESPN 1410 Wing AM weather.
Today, partly to mostly cloudy with a high of 76. Tonight, some clouds, slight chance of a rain shower, low of 56 degrees. Tomorrow, for your Thursday, overcast skies and a high of 68. I'm Adam Zellick for 1410 ESPN Radio.
Have you experienced foot or ankle pain during or after sports, running, or exercising at the gym? Nagging aches in your foot or ankle that won't go away? Podiatric physicians can provide you with important foot care solutions, shoe inserts, or show you how to support your feet and ankles so you're able to compete or exercise comfortably. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and have been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Save big on brunch for mom, all in the Kroger app. Get pints of juicy blueberries for $1.99 each with a digital coupon. Then buy 2, get 2 free on 6 packs of delicious Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up with your card.
Shop these deals at your local Kroger, less than 5 miles away. Or tap the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. Same Game Parlay from Bet365 just keeps getting better.
Well, it's even easier to make a bet. Choose from the most popular markets like hits, run line, totals, and home runs. So many to choose from.
Download the app, start building your bet, and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
On one side, you have the unsportsmanlike producers.
Technical problem. Sorry about that. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
What? On the other side, Evan, Canty, and Michelle.
I'm a situationally good dancer.
Yes. Wow, I am hilarious.
This is Who Said It?
They're trying to stump us. We're trying to guess as to who's speaking in them.
What are we talking about? On Unsportsmanlike.
Yes, it is time for a round of Who Said It here on Unsportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance. On a day where the Dallas Cowboys have made it official, Smalls, they have announced the trade. They just tweeted out at Dallas Cowboys, we have agreed to terms to acquire wide receiver George Pickens and a 2026 sixth-round pick from the Steelers in exchange for a 2026 third-round pick and a 2027 fifth-round pick. Nothing to lose for the Cowboys in my mind. Take the risk, roll the dice. Would I have done it? No, because I'm not a big wide receiver wanting a contract guy, because I don't know that necessarily that means wants a contract and will play to get the contract, or wants the contract I'm here, give me the contract and then I'll play.
Yeah, but you are a big solutions guy, and the Dallas Cowboys needed to add another wide receiver and another big-time weapon, and they accomplished this with George Pickens for virtually what seems to be low risk.
I think you're right, and it's worth the risk from the Steelers' perspective. I don't think it's a precursor to blowing the team up as Pat does. I don't think it's a precursor to not having Rodgers. I think it's a precursor to actually having Rodgers and clearing up some stuff upon his arrival. All right, so here we go. 5 audio clips. We're a man down today. CC off today, doing great things. The United Way had their big event last night. CC was a part of it, raising money for the United Way of New York City. So congrats to CC and Tina Servasio from Fox in New York. Does a tremendous job. That was his cohort in that. So congrats to all of them and the United Way of New York City. Well done, CC. Chris Canty Foundation, side note, by the way, has things going on as well. Yep. So CC will be back with us tomorrow. Vegas East down a man also, because remember, Jovante is on the TV side today. So Pat Costello with the ZipRecruiter sponsorship across his forehead, because Pat has realized his forehead is so big that he's now actually selling billboards on his forehead for ZipRecruiter.
You know what? Also a solutions guy.
Our guy Itai from ZipRecruiter, I'm sure this is his dream in life for marketing. Pat Costello's forehead.
Good real estate. Good real estate.
All right, and before we get started, Smalls, just want to say you've been excellent today. Truly appreciate it.
That means shenanigans are afoot.
Here we
Shenanigans
go. 5 clips. We don't know who's speaking in the clip, and we have to identify it.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Pat, if you will.
I'm proud of the team. You know, we didn't even make playoffs last year. This year we were the 2 seed going against a bunch of Hall of Famers and came close. But next year I feel like we'll have that experience, you know, coming into the playoffs time. Like, we all have been there at this point. You know what I mean? A lot of our rotation guys, then we got 3 that even ever been to the playoffs. So the rest of us are young, so we can just build off that.
Okay, is it Ime Udoka, Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks?
So I thought Ime at first.
Okay,
Can we hear it one more time, guys? I know the clock is ticking.
I'm proud of the team. You know, we didn't even make playoffs last year. This year we were the 2 seed going against
Let's go with it.
But
part of me feels like it's Fred VanVleet, but it's not Brooks, because Brooks pieced out.
So at first I thought it was Ime, but then upon the second listen very quickly, I'm wondering if it's a player.
VanVleet would be the one that would speak like that because he's the vet. You make the call, Ime or Fred VanVleet?
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Houston Rockets, we know it's
Let's go VanVleet.
Fred VanVleet, final answer.
Can I get an amen?
That is Amen Thompson, excuse me.
So it was a player.
Wow, he sounds old.
He really does.
Can I get an amen?
Wow.
Play that again real quick.
I'm proud of the team. You know,
He sounds like a
didn't even make
grizzled
playoffs
vet.
last year. This year we were the 2 seed.
That's a second-year player who's like 19? Oh, this is a ridiculous statement, but he's going to be a star.
Let's get him to do
He is
some
such a
voiceover
star.
work.
And it's so stupid that I made that assessment based on voice.
Evan, positive spin on this. We were right that it was a player. We were right to pivot. So we're cooking a little bit. We got it wrong, yes, but we're on the right track.
How can you say we're cooking down 1-0?
I'm saying we were getting in the right direction.
All right,
I'm trying to hype us up.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Next one, Pat.
I feel like we outplayed them for the majority of the game, and then towards the end, we had our mental lapses. But we found a system that works. We found a style of play for us that is able to win against a team like that. So now it's just, will we be able to replicate it in Indy?
Replicate it in Indy.
Right, so obviously that's
the clue.
the Cavs.
Right, that's the clue. Is it
You play it again?
I feel like we outplayed them for the majority of the game, and then towards the end, we had our mental lapses. But we found a system that works. We found a style of play for us that is able to win against a team like that. So now it's just
Jared Allen? I don't think it's Kenny Atkinson, and I don't think it's Donovan Mitchell.
I don't think it's Donovan Mitchell either.
Kenny Atkinson from New York. He didn't sound like New York accent.
But I like that pick.
All right, Jared Allen, Cavs center. 1-1.
Very good, Evan.
1-1. Okay. Found a style that works. They blew a 7-point lead in the final 57 seconds. I don't know if that's a style that works, gotta be honest with you. All right, third one.
Yeah, credit them. I thought they out-executed us down the stretch. I liked a lot of what we did most of the night to have control of the game. Obviously didn't close it tonight, but I thought we did a lot of good things. I thought we got a lot of feedback in terms of our plan. Didn't think our execution was as clean as it can be, but we'll learn from it. It's a series.
Mark Diagnol? Thunder, Coach?
I like it.
All right, let's go with that. Woo, baby.
What I tell you,
we're cooking. Now we're cooking. 2-1. Stop with that sound effect.
I love that sound effect.
Who said it? 5 audio clips. We don't know who's speaking. It's us at the Seaport here. Smalls and I without CC today. Back with us tomorrow against Vegas East. They're in Bristol, Connecticut without Javante. He's working TV. Nuno refuses to give him a mic. Very rude. 5 audio clips, all topical. We have to identify who's speaking in them, and there always should be a little clue in there, as there has been so far today. No shenanigans so far. These are 3 for 3 in terms of this is being fair. Number 4.
It's pretty cool. It's kind of what you dream of, playing in a Game 7. First time ever doing that. It was awesome playing in front of this crowd. It was incredible tonight, and some great plays late in that game. Vladdy gets us going, and then a lot of that starts with Gabe and Lau's down low, battling and exhausted, but again, no quit. Guys were exhausted, but fought till the last second, and we got it done.
All right, that's somebody on the Winnipeg Jets.
But who is it is the question.
Well, that's going to be a you thing. You watched that entire game. I'm not going to claim I did if I didn't.
Give me Kyle Connor.
KC.
That is Cole Perfetti from the Winnipeg Jets.
Great.
He scored the game tire with 3 seconds left, right? Or did he score the one with 1:56 left? Or did he score the winner? I don't even remember.
He scored the tie-in goal with 3 seconds left.
All right.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Gloria! Wait, we're on the same team.
Here we go.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Sorry, I got confused there.
They're trying to
I'm sorry, they got in my head.
And
they
you're
threw me off.
letting them.
Well, we don't have to try very hard. Here's
Cleveland! This is for you!
Let them know.
All right, last one, guys. Here we go.
Listen to it live. I mean, man, that gets you going, gets your juices going. I think it makes you want to go out there and play football now. Pumped that we picked Will, and we got a chance to meet him when he came in and flew in on Friday. So pumped to get things going, and obviously it seems like a football player. That's what you want around here.
That is my buddy who kicked me out of the draft, I think. Will, as in Will Campbell, gets you going. Listen to him live. His voice is memorable. Drake May, Smalls. That's why.
Play one more time. Let me hear it.
Listen to it live. I mean, man, that gets you going, gets your juices going. I think it makes you want to go out there and play football now. Pumped that we picked Will.
Guy.
I think it's Drake May.
I think you're right. Wait.
What? Ah! What a pump fake! Wow!
Proud of you.
They did not think we were going to get that one.
Good work.
No, we would be embarrassed if you didn't get that one.
Oh, yeah, nice spin on that.
Because that's his quarterback.
3-2 win minus our teammate. We played shorthanded. You guys were on the power play.
Did you play shorthanded?
We also played shorthanded.
We both played shorthanded. What do you mean, did we play shorthanded?
I can't get over that ZipRecruiter.
Do you see CC here?
Yeah, I'm just saying, did you play shorthanded?
He's taking a dig at me.
No, I'm not.
Oh, normally we have 2, and today we had 2.
Well.
Wow.
I wasn't saying that. I was saying maybe Canty's a hindrance sometimes to the who said it.
How is that possible?
I think Nuno's saying right. It was a 2-on-1 today.
Yeah, he's saying that I bring nothing to the table.
I did not say that.
That's what he's intimating.
You guys are just so...
She's on a bus.
Bad people.
She's on a bus. You can't say she brings nothing to the table. She's on a bus thanks to the great people at Travel Wisconsin. Pick Wisconsin. Picking a place. By the way, the doggy, Christopher Russo, scheduled to come up next. His son went to the University of Wisconsin. Oh, by the way. Picking a place to build a life is a lot like selecting a draft pick. Make a decision that will set you up for long-term success. Pick Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, you'll find dynamic career opportunities, beautiful seasons, affordable living, and legendary weekends. From its high quality of life, great schools, fine arts, culinary, and pro sports scenes, Wisconsin gives you so much to look forward to. That's why you should pick Wisconsin. Learn more about making Wisconsin your home. Visit pickwisconsin.com.
The NBA playoffs continue on ESPN Radio. The Pacers storm into Cleveland and win games 1 and 2 against the top-seeded Cavs. Now we head to Indianapolis for a critical Game 3. Coverage begins Friday at 7 Eastern, with tip-off at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN. Presented by Indeed.
Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Book direct at lq.com.
All power, zero compromise. Eagle cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From mowers and trimmers to blowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it's the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
Hey, Chris Candy here. My mom goes out of her way to make me happy, so this year I'm returning the favor with a bouquet from the Books Company. Their flowers are cut fresh from the best farms, so they grow bigger, brighter, and last way longer. It's easy. Pick your bouquet, delivery date, and done. Mother's Day is May 11th, so order your bouquets now. Go to Books.com, use promo code CANTY for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, promo code CANTY. Books, promo code CANTY.
What does Meals on Wheels do? They deliver meals and smiles to homebound seniors. But Meals on Wheels does something else. They turn a volunteer's lunch break into a meaningful experience.
As small and as simple as a relationship is between a volunteer and a client of Meals on Wheels, it's really so impactful. I never thought that 5 minutes could make so much difference in the lives of two people, but it has.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org. That's americaletsdolunch.org. Brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Snyder Brick and Block and Snyder Hardscapes offer your home even more accent and beauty. From stone, brick, and precast items like tables, benches, and bumper block, see it all in our showrooms at West Dorothy Lane and Industrial Estates Drive, as well as in Troy on Route 25A and in Middletown on Cincinnati-Dayton Road. If your project is patio building, products like flagstone, pavers, and retaining walls, we've got you covered. Visit SnyderOnline.com. Snyder Brick and Block, for 75 years where quality makes the difference.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all of our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years, guaranteed, on My Plan and My Home. That's future you peace of mind. And everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because of Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit the Liberty Way Verizon store at 7606 Trailside Drive today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
This Mother's Day, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken wants to help you plan the best Mother's Day ever with their Mother's Day Chicken Rescue. Created because most folks take mom out for one meal but forget about the rest. Lee's Mother's Day Chicken Rescue is here to save the day. All you have to do is text MOM to 1-833-468-1835 and boom, you'll get 4 times the points on your Mother's Day order and a tasty meal for the whole family. Happy Mother's Day from Lee's.
All right, fellas, remember when your energy was through the roof and your sex drive could chase down a cheetah? Yeah, let's bring that guy back. Live Good Vitality is packed with clean, natural ingredients to help boost testosterone, energy, and, well, bedroom enthusiasm. Get the best men's hormone support and all of your highest quality supplements without the crazy markups at livegood.com. Live Good Vitality. Feel good, play hard, and, score often.
Some things you just have to experience live. Like spring meet at Churchill Downs, where amazing moments come a half mile a minute. Experience Downs After Dark, where night comes to life on May 17th and June 21st. Twilight Thursdays, where happy hour rides into the sunset through June 26th. And Family Adventure Day, where memories stack up on June 8th. This spring meet, the race exhilarates. So live in the moment and get your tickets today at churchilldowns.com.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Sheila, and I've been on Nutrafol for almost a year now.
When my hair started thinning, I was ignoring it because I was a full-time working mother. But then I came across Nutrafol, which I really liked because it was a hair growth supplement that was just so easy to fit into my life. After just a few months, I was amazed by how much thicker and stronger my hair was. I finally feel like myself again.
Hair growth starts from the inside at Nutrafol.com. That's Nutrafol.com. Real customers compensated to share their stories.
See app for details. Offer not available in New York.